What's going on? It's Merkhype back here, continuing on with Horizon Zero Dawn. I know it's been a while. I've configured my audio so that it's a little bit better, and also I feel like I have a little bit better idea of what we're going to be kind of doing from here on out. Now, I know we're going to go to Maker's End today 100%. I mean, we definitely need to do that. So, now, while we're going, we need to go ahead and, ooh, robbing the rich. Okay, I don't want to do that yet. We definitely need to go up to Maker's End. This is one of my favorite all-time missions. Just this right here. If you if you start playing this game, you're like, okay, this is a cool game. You know, there's a lot of stuff that we're doing. Well, when you do this mission, you kind of realize the magnitude of what you're doing. You realize everything that this game has to offer, and you kind of realize the storyline. You finally understand what the story is about, basically, with this. And I think that that's one of the coolest things, is that you kind of realize how special you are. This isn't just some normal little, like, oh, it's cool, there's ancient demons or whatever that you've heard from, you know, that's been explained so far. You kind of realize what's going on.
This must be when Hassan was supposed to check in.
Oh, shoot. No, we're fine, we're fine. Nope, we're not doing that. We're doing the main. We're still doing the main. Alright, good. My bad. I didn't realize that would happen. But yeah, no, I'll meet you guys kind of closer. But I feel like it's a whole experience to kind of see. Now, I've always done this in the nighttime. I have always done this.
Not much farther now.
Much further, yeah. I've always done this one in the nighttime just because, like, you'll see what happens when we get there.
If she's my mother, why would there be traces of her all the way out here? So far from Noraland.
Mm-hmm. See?
I get it. Who is she?
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
You. Spying through my focus again? Well, go on. What do you know about her?
Stay on your present course. Before long, you'll know her as well as I do. Maybe better, but be wary. Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse troops. To help you deal with them, I've left some useful equipment just outside the ruins. Your focus will show the location.
Nice. Look for the equipment
Who is he?
stash.
How does he know that?
Look for the equipment stash. And then go to the ruins. So go.
These things. He said Elizabeth Sobek. What kind of name is that?
Alright, so one thing I want to go ahead and... Alright, that's, there's a little bit of stuff going on here. One thing I want to stress, to, like, go over what he just said. Elizabeth Sobek, or Sobek, I don't remember if it's the T or CK, but, the way that Aloy kind of reacted to that, saying, what kind of name is that? It does a couple things there that if you may not completely think about, you wouldn't necessarily, like, be like, oh yeah, that's what it means. What that kind of shows is that the name is obviously not a name that they would have, obviously in the Norland, maybe anywhere in this whole kind of society or civilization that we're at, right? So that's a mark of a different time, is one thing that you could think about there. And the fact that he knows about her and says that maybe we will become more in tune or know more about her kind of shows us exactly what we're kind of doing by going there. He believes that we will be able to figure out more information than he himself will. Not necessarily because we're smarter or anything than him, but because he knows, or at least he thinks, that we're something else. That we're not just a Nora
Keep that for later.
girl. Alright. I found a bandit camp. Cool. Alright, that's why we kind of went around there. Because now the bandit camp... new quest. So, I think we are going to kind of come back through this way here. I don't want to have to fight the bandits right now. So we're going to try to stay away from them. There it is off to our left over there. So we're going to go ahead and try to stay in the bushes. And we'll deal with the bandit camp probably after. I might have to make that in the next episode because this mission takes so long. But yeah. I'll leave some of this stuff. Don't necessarily need it. I'll take some more ridgewood. Just make sure everything's crafted. Alright, we're good. I don't know why we're going so slow there. Alright, I got up on the right side of it, so I think by being across the river, we should be fine and not have to fight them. But we're going to come back to about that campfire and then get back on the main path. Alright, so there's some long legs here. We need to probably kind of come back this way a little bit. There's the campfire. That's what we need to be at. Alright, let's go ahead and look at something. Do you see that right there? I can't pull it up in my focus yet. Let's try to get a little bit closer and see if we can see it. It's a big machine. It's called a behemoth. You can actually ride them if you end up, you know, learning their engram. Which one is it? That's, it should be this. Yeah, this one down here. I don't remember which one that is, but yeah, remember the behemoth because it's something that we're gonna have to fight those at some point. Alright. I need to let that thing go that way. Okay, this could get interesting, but we found this data point. Public outrage in response to last week's announcement of the Odyssey project. World where trillionaires are conspiring to use to escape the climate catastrophe, leaving the rest of us choke and drown and starve while the riches rocket off to Sirius. So, talking about the Odyssey, but basically what I think this one's trying to show us, let's keep reading. Odyssey, Cosmic Escape Pod for CEOs. So we can see that there is something going on. The rich are getting richer and kind of doing whatever and leaving the poor to starve and deal with all the problems, right? This is a ship won't even launch from orbit until 2080. So we can see that at least we're in the future, right? By which time, let's face it, our species will either have found a way to reverse the climate or will have perished. Okay. Nor is the Odyssey a vanity project funded by the preposterously wealthy. Wow, big word. Not really, but that's not what I expected them to put there. The project will accept donations by wealthy individuals, but donations will not buy a seat on the ship. The vast majority of the Odyssey's human passengers will not be old, rich, and smug, but very young, as in embryonic. Oh. That's interesting. Right? So, babies of rich people. Rich people are going to be able to have their offspring, or embryos of their offspring, or maybe of themselves, or whatever, that will be on the Odyssey. Now, while the Odyssey doesn't have too much to do with the storyline, that is an interesting idea, to have babies to be born
They're
at a later
scanning for
time. I think I could just throw a rock, like, far that way. I just made more things pissed off, didn't I? Okay, but this is the area, and now look, you can kind of see this whole thing getting unveiled. There's something there, ancient vessel, corrupted zone, and then Vantage, Shellwalker. I don't believe that's a convoy, and then we did find that merchant that sells hunting goods. So we'll come back and do other stuff, because there is a lot of stuff to do. In fact, everywhere that you go here, oh no, oh no, oh no. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant to do. That was the Odyssey. I didn't mean to go this way.
Back to your business.
I should have scanned. That was my fault. I should have scanned. I knew that there were those people there. I should have scanned first. That's my fault. But look at how many ruins are just around here in general. I want to kind of talk more. I like the I look at that. That's a corruptor right there. A broken corruptor. See? And then there's some big machine that's just, it looks like a tank or something, right? So there's some interesting ruins around here, but I want to talk more about the storyline and kind of what's going on. So that's an interesting thought of freezing embryos until later on. Now look, we can kind of see the thugs. They're not looking this way. So what I need to do is I need to go ahead and bring a charger over. I'm gonna go ahead and override it. And then by overriding it, I believe that it'll go ahead and fight the other ones. Okay, good. Good. That's kind of what we needed to happen. It's lighting up in the daytime. Now you can see why I said the nighttime is good. Daytime, it's a little bit light, but it's still not easy to see anything, right? So even if you come in the daytime, it's not that bad, but I've always done this one in the night. I'll do it again. I don't know if I should do this. Good. Alright, I didn't remember if the chargers did that or not. What I need to do now is I need to just kind of run away from them. So now this is a problem I ran into before. I am rambling a little bit. But I was not ready to go in and try to fight and do all this BS. And so then I ended up actually going and clearing the corrupted zone, finding the vantage point, taking out the shell walkers, finding the ancient vessels before I actually did anything. Now, just off to our left up over there is a campfire, and we're going to go ahead and go snag that. Let's see if we can find what we need. So number one is that you see there's no cultist thugs in view here. Now there is him, and then there's a watcher, and then off to that side, there's nothing. I heard something. There's a corrupted zone off that way. You could see him over there, right there, kind of like just chilling, like right there where the line's going down through. Yeah, I'll aim down my sight just in case I need to point it out. It's like right there. You can't really see him. He just ducked around the corner. My apologies, but he was right there.
A quick way down.
Alright, Ayla, no need to be so freaking loud. Alright, so now we can actually quick travel here and here. I bet you, I thought there was another campfire somewhere. I think there's one somewhere around here, but let's go ahead and go find the stash of loot that was left for us. It's right there.
Right where he said it would be.
Rope caster.
Not a bad selection. I'll put those to use.
Alright, let's go ahead and look at the inventory real quick and see our modifications. We can go ahead and resist corruption. I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble it and disassemble it. Some of these, yeah, just these green or common coils are nothing really interesting for me.
How are you doing this?
Because I want
rare.
you to succeed.
There we go.
But hunting. We'll talk later.
Wait!
Top order.
Damn him.
Alright, cool. Alright, so now that we've kind of introduced this topic and kind of talked about what this whole thing, there's just a lot going on that we don't know, and we keep learning things. Some things are not as important as others, but we have to kind of figure out what's going on here. So there's some cultist thugs over there. I don't think we can actually visualize them from here, so we're going to have to come at it from another angle. Again, look at that kind of machine looking thing right there. I think we can actually see him from here.
Still sniffing around.
Alright, he's upset. Nobody else seems to be upset, really. There we go. I was able to see his head there. No. Alright, still not a great angle. We're gonna have to try it from a different angle. The problem is we need to kind of watch out for this way over here. Because look, there's more cultist thugs and more machines and
Rost always
stuff.
said, patience.
Headshot. Shoot. They don't know where I am. Alright, it said that they did know where I am. I'm gonna go ahead and hide. They don't know where I am now. And then I might have attracted them this way. No, that didn't work. Alright, there's no handling in this thing.
Like he said.
Okay, it looks like more tear, more damage. Yeah, the handling is much better over here. God dang it, dude. I can't hit him, I guess. I think it has something to do with the range. I'm so used to being able to sharpshoot him from far away. I gotta get my bow that I'm used to, I guess. There we go.
They're still looking.
God dang.
I'll be able to take them out one by one if I stay out of sight.
Alright, that took way too long. I realize the kind of bow I need to be using now for thugs, and then the different one that I could be using for the other like machines and whatnot. Okay. Now what I need to do is I need to go into the ruins, basically. Now look at that tall building right there. That's where we're going to have to go. I'm gonna come in from a different way. There's a thug there. I don't know if I could see him from here. Okay. Yep. There's corruptors and stuff. Okay, good. I didn't know why the other way was being so weird. Okay. Alright, let's kind of think about a plan here. So, I don't want people to come from behind. So I need to go around the side then. I did take him out because he was standing alone. Now here's the next thing, is to come this way and deal with the guys from that side. If we start by taking them out one by one, we're never going to get teamed up too bad. Now I don't foresee us dying or anything. That's not the problem that I would think, but I kind of want to... Oh, ancient debris, there we go. I kind of want to make this more realistic. Like a 1 on 75 and I would win isn't the thing that I would want or expect to have happen. Okay, I need to go this way. I didn't realize he could see me. So the way that I deal with the corrupted things is this way. Yeah, he died.
Corrupted watchers. Acting as guards.
Oh
The
shoot.
Eclipse and corrupted machines. Cooperating. One happy family.
What's mad at me?
Okay, they're heading back.
Okay. I see a lot of them. I don't see any machines though. Do you guys see any machines? I don't see any machines. Okay. I don't see anybody else around him, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take him out. Nope. Not enough accuracy, my bad. Good. 2 humans there, 2 humans there, and a watcher there. I'm not sure where that cultist thug is exactly, but he appears kind of close. He's right there. Wow, I could not see him. Okay. There's a rat. There's a watcher. There's some humans there. There's a human there. That's his little thing. There's 2 humans right there. I need to go ahead and get into this little position here. I'm not positive what's happening. I'm gonna take him out. Good. They didn't alert anybody. They did not alert anybody. Good, 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 good. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Alright, we've been sneaking in. There's some stuff that we could use here. But,
Snow chill.
Good. Good, good, good. Alright, sorry. I've been thinking too much to be talking. There's a lot of stuff kind of happening here. What I need to do with this watcher here is to just take it out in one shot. And I did it. Now we got two of these little boys here. And then we got that watcher over there. And I remember seeing a corruptor from the other side.
These dig sites, they're massive.
Okay, nobody's seeing me. Do you hear that? Okay, they're down below. Do you hear the explosions though? There's a watcher there. So one thing that I can do is like this. That watcher's gonna come look at it. And while I stay hidden... No. Alright, that was almost bad. Now here's the thing, I don't really know where these guys are. They're like right there. I'm guessing that if I can blow that guy's thing, it'll kill both of them. There they are. No. Not in a good position to do that. But I am in a good position to do this. And with nothing else around, I'm gonna go ahead and loot these guys. I'm gonna loot some things and then I'll see you guys when we get back. Alright, I've looted everything that I want to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and kind of check out around here. So I see a cultist thug there. There's nobody else behind me over here. No machines or anything. There's that one little thing that I didn't loot. It's a supply crate. It doesn't matter. I thought I got everything. I see one cultist thug around the corner over there. We need to kind of carefully make our way. I don't see anything else beyond this thug. I hear them. There they are. There's a watcher, and there's some thugs, and there's another watcher. Now what's going to be kind of interesting is kind of the angles that we are going to need to take. I'm believing what I need to do is kind of come up above. Like this way, if I can get up here. Really need to stay hidden. Is that grass
All
over there?
these ruins. What did the old ones do here?
Real quick, just gonna check behind me. And now we kind of see. I hear the Watcher. What I need for the Watcher to do is turn around. Good. I see the Corruptor, I see some more humans, and I see a bunch of Watchers. Nope, not gonna risk it. Not a good angle. And then somehow I didn't hit the eye earlier and it messed everything up, so I'm not even gonna try this time. Gonna go ahead and build everything I need to build here. I should get up over on top of that at some point. The Watchers aren't really the problem. These guys all the way out over there are my next targets. Yeah.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Oh, everything is curious. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and just not do that. The Watchers are not curious, only the humans are. He's kind of coming to check it out. I can't necessarily tell where he's going. Oh, he's kind of going this way. I need to be careful. Alright, he's kind of back in his position. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm trying to narrate it, but I really... You gotta kind of know what's happening to be able to narrate it, you know? They are giving up, so... Let's come back in our position over here. Look around. This is bold as hell. No, I didn't do it. That Watcher stopped and I was a little bit too nervous. I want the guy to return there. There's nobody else I could hit from this angle. I'm gonna go ahead and come up from behind this way. Into here. I should still be hidden. Yep. I don't know where he's going to. I do see him. No, his thing on the back is gonna mess everything up. Good. Okay, then... What am I nervous about right now? The things going through my head are these machines. If I alert a machine, everything gets alerted. And that's not good. Humans are easy to kill. The Corruptor isn't that bad, but I'm trying to postpone having to go ham on everything. Got him. And if I'm looking at everything properly... We're almost through here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down here. Yeah, if we're being real, I got this little thing over here that I could try to take out right now. I might alert something, but that's fine. Okay, no.
She went that way.
Oh, 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 oh. That's funny. I forgot Aloy did that. Oh yeah, I've also started playing this one again because, well, for two reasons. One, I screwed up and stopped uploading, but two, yesterday they just announced Horizon Zero Dawn 2 in the new trailer. That, oh my god. I'm so freaking excited. Oh, here we go. We're gonna have to take care of him right now. Okay. Not good.
A corruptor. Might be a challenge.
That's fine. We knew that this was going to eventually happen, right? We kind of postponed it for as long as we could.
She's on the move.
It looks like the only thing I hear another guy.
I can get out of this.
Where the hell did the corruptor go? Here's the thing, corruptors die from fire and also they overheat really easily. And that's always the way that I fight corruptors, is just by doing that. Literally nothing else. Well, that did a lot of damage to me. Okay, actually, no, I lied. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit it with... Oh my god. It's just so fast. It is literally super freaking fast. What? It doesn't see me anymore? It's gonna run away? I don't know. I'm a little bit, like, not sure what to do here. Like, just lighting it on fire that one time took it down to about half health. I gotta hold it for a little bit longer. That's my fault. Oh my god. Okay. We are almost done. I'm stuck. That's why I'm getting hit. Okay, I see that now. Alright, that hit me. One more. That should be the end of it. Alright. That was an ugly fight. It's been so long since I've played this. It's been like a couple weeks, and it sucks because I got out of touch, and that's my fault. So. Alright, but at least I think we're going to be fine for a little while. Not a whole lot of fighting for at least a little while. I think, if I remember it properly. Nope, didn't remember it properly. We got more fighting. Oh my.
An explosion.
Oh, frick. I forgot about this guy. I knew I had to fight it. I thought I had to fight it later.
The snow's got a bite out here.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Another explosion.
Okay, big boy fight.
Rotate turret! And fire! All weapons operational. Time to get it moving, and be quick about it. No daydreaming. Soon this demon will be up and running.
Okay, right now I'm just trying to like investigating my surroundings.
I'll never get into that tower unless I destroy that thing first.
Okay. Ooh, that was clutch.
Focus. It stopped working.
I've decided to focus. This is up to you.
This is not good.
Steam's blasting out. I wonder if those are weak points.
Alright, we're probably gonna die and have to do this again. I messed that one up. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I could kill things without them noticing me as easily, but I could not. I'm just gonna resort to fire until I kill these guys. Lot going on. I know there's a lot going on. I know. There's so much going on. There's so much happening. I can't deal with everything happening right now. This is why I wanted to kill things. I'm going to keep dying because there's corruption. There's everything attacking me at once. I know for a fact I'm going to die. I can't really handle this. Okay, thank God. I should be using him to kind of be killing other things. Honestly, this is how you have to kill these things, is you have to kind of juke them out a little bit. Like that. Okay, we got another one. Now it's all down to killing this big boy Deathbringer. Again, catching it on fire is probably going to be my best bet. Alright. I know I should be shooting those things, but if I can catch it on fire first. No, my bad.
Hitting that thing really hurt it.
It's dead. Thank God. What the hell is left? Okay. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to have happen. Oh, nice duck, dude. I'm just kind of shooting randomly, not gonna lie. Can't really get a good angle on him. There we go. Got him.
Did it.
No, wait. Ooh, that was interesting.
What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Rutro, the entity lives. What?
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh?
I need those beautiful, beautiful modifications. Don't need that. Damage, 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 damage. Let's go ahead and just undo this, this, this. Take that one away.
Figures. Things just keep getting stranger.
Ooh.
I need to find a way inside the tower.
I'm gonna search these guys. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, this is interesting. Yeah, we have no idea kind of like what's going on right now, right? We're like, why is there the entity? It's Hades, blah, blah, blah. This random guy keeps talking to us to our focus. So, I'm guessing that that means that there's no going back, right? Remember what I said earlier about how this is so amazing? This is the part we have come for.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings,
Sobek.
Dr.
Yeah.
Sobek.
CK.
Please step inside.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farrell. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
That's 1,000 years. If you were interested. 1,000 years. Actually, it's about 958 days. That's what 350,000 is. We need to kind of drop the ledge. There we go. I think we want to go down. We do want to go up at some point. There we go. There we go. Now, I'll go ahead and explore a little bit and kind of show what's going on in here. Here's something.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a
Dr. Faro.
of the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to black quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Heart's Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
Nothing in here. Interesting. Like I told you, this is the first time you really start to understand the story and everything that's happening. We're gonna get the whole experience here. I'm definitely checking everywhere, making sure that we don't leave anything behind.
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a train.
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow...
Devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
That's really cool. We are starting to get a kind of an idea of where these machines came from, or where the Focus came from and stuff like that. So they were built for war. The Focus was built to help control them and also to do other, other things, I guess, marketed to more people. But, so this came from Faro, right? And obviously Dr. Sobek, Elizabeth Sobek, who we have a 99.47% DNA match to. She has something to do with it, right? So, reception log on July 7th, 2064. Field commandment of refreshment served before their 10:15 sales presentation of the chariot line. The chariot line, okay. Per instructions, food will be vegetarian only. Vice President of Territorial Integrity from Fresh Grounds Coffee Global arrived with his entourage. Refreshments to be served before their 10:30 sales presentation. For instructions, we'll use Tacoma blend, no artificial creamers. Interesting. So that happened. Called security and janitorial to clean up the coffee that was spilled. Actually, more like thrown. I wasn't aware that the Indo-Malay Combine grows coffee beans, and that Fresh Grounds acquisition team has tried to take their fields by force repeatedly. I think Commandment Dang has had Agnew by the hair for a second there. Who schedules these things? I'm going to drop a line to sales. This can't happen again. Interesting. Again, not too much there to unpack really, but more like there's obviously some animosity in these high powers that are meeting here, right? So kind of draws up a little bit of what's kind of going through their minds.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
Bio. Elizabeth Sobek, born March 11th, 2020, is an American scientist, roboticist. Oh my god. March 11th, 2020. I got a text. That's funny. That's like a couple of months ago. That's what, 3 months ago in a day. Roboticist and engineer, widely regarded as one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. Born and raised inside Carson City, Nevada. Enrolled at Stanford at 13. Physics, computer science. Completed her PhD in robotics and artificial intelligence design at Carnegie Mellon. Big school, right? In 2040, and joined the Faro Automated Solutions as a junior scientist the same year, rising quickly to chief scientist at the age of 22. God damn, I'm 22 years old and I'm not a chief scientist. I'm making YouTube videos for 16 people that watch me. Not even 16 people. I think at least 2 of them are bots because they comment on my thing. Like, let's be friends. That's what I'm assuming at least a couple of them are. Over the next 8 years, her green robot designs played a vital role in realizing the environmental cleanup and detoxification efforts of the clawback decade, propelling Faro Automated Solutions, obviously, to the forefront of its field. In 2048, she suddenly resigned from FAST, protesting the company's pivot to automated military technologies. Just like that Deathbringer that we had saw the other place saying there was something about military, right? Okay. In 2049, she founded Meridian Technologies, a firm devoted to life-positive robotics. Okay. Meridian has since become one of the world's largest suppliers of green robots, winning numerous awards and accolades, including the 2053 Nobel Prize for Physics and the 2056 Rachel Carson Award for Environmental Progress. So, Elizabeth... Yeah, see, I knew there wasn't just an ET. It's not Elizabeth, it's Elizabeth. Elizabeth Sobek is, she's a badass. Like, Aloy's a badass, right? I've already looked at those before.
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your focus. They'll help you understand.
Okay, that's where these data files had come from. Let's go back to them. Okay, Ted Faro, born in 2013, is an American entrepreneur in business. Okay, so he's more into the entrepreneur and like business side of things. Founder of Faro Automated Solutions, largest corporation of all time. Interesting. World's wealthiest individual and the first ever trillionaire. Salt Lake, enrolled University, okay, so UCLA, where he studied business for 2 years before dropping out in 2033, and started the Faro Automated Solutions. Though it struggled at first, the company broke through at the end of the troubled 2030s with its popular lines of personal servitors. Okay, so something about robots, right? So he obviously has been robots this whole time. With the climate crisis during the 2040s, clawback at the end of the decade, FAS opened a military defense branch, dominating the world market automated military platforms by 2053. The success made him one of the best-known businessmen, and one of its most sought-after speakers, and a major voice in politics, culture, and international affairs. FAS, wow, this is a big one. Alright, so American multinational corporate entity that produces robots for all walks of life, though its core business consists of military and defense contracts. 2063, FAS ranked number 1 among the Fortune 5 by gross revenue and profit for 10 years in a row, world record. Founded in 2033 by Ted Faro, an entrepreneur from Salt Lake City, Utah. The company developed several promising robot prototypes in its early years, but failed to break into markets dominated by then industry giants like General Synthetics and Recorp. This changed in 2038 with the debut of Alfred line of levitating personal servitors, which generated exceptional sales, lifting the company to the Fortune 50 for the first time. Profits tripled in the 2040s, and the company environmental efforts led by famed engineer Elizabeth Sobek catapulted FAS to the head of that sector. In 2049, in the wake of successful green and climate cleanup efforts around the globe, worldwide approval ratings of FAS exceeded 90%, and the founder, Ted Faro, was hailed across media and social networks as the man who saved the world. Yet it was the emergence of FAS as a military contractor in the late 2040s that cemented its stature as the world's wealthiest corporation. So basically, it's just talking about, today its holdings exceeded the second largest corporation by 320%. So the Green Initiative, he created robots or some kind of automated, he's known for robots is what they're saying there, that somehow cleaned up all the waste, right? Somehow disposed of the waste. How would it dispose of the waste? Definition of a corporation. Okay. We know what a corporation is because we are not in this feature. Right? And then this is that log that we saw earlier. There was something down here that... Odyssey... Okay. And if we look at this machine log, we have the charger here. And then we have the behemoth that we'd seen. Okay, Kai. That's the Kai override. So that's a big boy, right? Similar to like that which we've seen, and then the Deathbringer. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with the Deathbringer. Override is impossible. No cauldron. Tollnet, corrupted machines, and then we haven't done anything with these. I'm not positive how I'm going to kind of do this, because these, I don't know, it's just a couple different stories, but right now we need to continue looking here. This is just amazing. We're learning so much.
Now, I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me. We will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines. The air. There's no smell to it. Not even Old Death. Nothing natural.
The only thing that I don't like about this kind of thing is that it's making Ted Faro out to be a villainous bad guy who did all of this for reasons to... not an accident, basically. Like, everything that he did was on purpose. Sometimes people make mistakes on accident. Complaint. Reception, if that's a real name. Want to know who's scheduled in LA. Both sides increased their bids by 40%. Huh. The receptionist level brain probably requires it. So again, making the rich or more like people who think that they're more educated out to be some assholes. Which again, some are, but some aren't, right? Two sides are fighting. Well, that's right, combat machines. We want them to hate each other, so they will try to fight each other with what? Combat machines. Ooh. So by getting them fighting, they want them to fight each other with combat machines.
But I could get through.
Wait, how do I get through? Am I supposed to go up over this? Oh, I ducked in another room, didn't I? Okay. I'm confused on how to get through this. Oh. Duh. Okay. Oh yeah, that's that thing from earlier.
Looks like I can climb here.
Nice. We need to be able to get over there. Oh, come on, they're gonna make me do this. Whatever. Okay, I gotta go this way, and then I gotta look for a way up over there. There's the thing. Oh, I just gotta go on the outside. I see. My bad. Yeah, like I said, Aloy is a badass. I know we have to go in there, but I want to go ahead and go look for some other things. Let's go in here. Just try to put together as much of this story. I know this one's going to be a super long episode. It's already been recording for 1 hour and 8, and I feel like we might have 30-ish minutes left. And this is going to be minimally cut. Alright, let's look at this one. High priority alert, automated log note. All non-essential systems have entered hibernation. Full lockdown has been initiated due to the increasing frequency of violent protests targeting the campus. The security of FAS employees can no longer be guaranteed. Taken. Okay. High priority. ENF blocks trail current lockdown. Don't release the hatches or otherwise exit the buildings. 48 more additional high priority things. Recent acts of terrorism directed at the rapid transit system. HiSec now offers a Big Brother initiative. Alright, so something went wrong, obviously. Here's more. I'm gonna be right back, though.
They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
Yeah, exactly. Good job, Aloy. Hell yeah, that's why you're the best. Recent events have sharpened my perspective, and I think that I and FAS in general have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. More in a general sense, not giving thoughts towards your values, hopes. Interesting. What would make him want to go more spiritual or values and stuff? Ooh, let's go this way. Actually, honestly, is this a room?
Looks like the way up.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna come back to that later. We need to do this first. For one thing, this.
The FSP-5 Kopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Kopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
Are all these different?
The BOR-7 Horus.
Yeah, they are.
Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other Chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready. extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too.
The Horus
Manufacturing capabilities.
builds, yep, manufacturing
They could make more of
capabilities.
themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
Exactly, and they're biomass fueled. So the green machines that cleaned up the world and did the climate crisis and made everything better by feeding on biofuel is also probably the downfall of humans and civilization.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance. It boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions. From 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of Allied chariot line models. And you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
Very, very interesting, right? Oops. What was this one? The log, and then here's the, talking about those things. And then we're still missing 2, right? Oh, that's the spiritual summit, so we already got this one. Alright, I couldn't find anything, so we're gonna go ahead and just go up now. Oh, there it is. Boom. This is a really cool mechanic to the game, so...
It'll be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
There's nothing in here, though, I think. So now we're kind of in the...
If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of mixed between outside and inside. So if we go up or down, there's 2 things. So let's go ahead and check out this level real quick. It looks cold. Alright, let's do this. Run, jump. Interesting. Interesting choice to not just go with the easier one. I think we could have gone either way. Oh, maybe we chose the right way. Nice. Look at us. I wasn't even planned.
This began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise you, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. And a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
So they were just starting to unauthorized, like, kill things without authorization, basically, right? And interesting. I guess there's not a whole lot to go off of right there, except for the fact that, yeah, it is the unauthorized killing. Definitely not something that they were probably expecting when they built the war machines. I bet that they thought they were in complete control, but they ended up not being in control, and that could lead to a lot of unnecessary death and destruction. Here's something. Hold on. There we go. All hands on deck. Ever hear of the Melville Island Fruit Association? Neither had I until they filed suit against us this morning. Apparently there's a little island paradise off the coast of Australia. Population 2,700, all of whom hate us. Now that a Stray Hearts Timor unit is chowing down on their largest mango orchard. 127 lawsuits, most of them private companies, but also a bunch from individuals, nation states, and NGOs, and that's not even counting the mother of all liability claims from Hearts itself. Call every external firm we've ever used, then call their competitors. We're going to need every corporate defense lawyer we can find who's still half sober and on the bar. So they're starting to have problems with them needing the biofuel that's not even related to like eating humans or anything, just the fact that they're eating the biomass in general, destroying mango orchards and stuff like that. Come on, Ayla. There you go, one more. I don't think we need to go up that high. Well, let's just do it real quick and see. I imagine we're just gonna come right back down. I don't remember this. Like, I remember... There we go. This is, kind of extraordinary. Whale?
Frost catching in my throat.
Another problem to add to our big steaming pile. Apparently, a fisherman in the Bandit Sea captured video of Hearts Timor Horus units refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline. Pod... Oh my god. On a pod of endangered dolphins, no less. Quite possibly the last of their kind. Not to get graphic, but it looks like what happened inside a blender, as if the robot was whipping up a big pink swirling milkshake of dolphin chum. Our suppression team has scrubbed it from 43 networks, but it's still propagating, so it's only a matter of time before it goes viral. A prepared statement feels grossly insufficient. Any suggestions? This one's a real stinker. More problems, seems. There was a supply crate that we missed. Should I go down and just see that?
Full already.
Alright, so I did it, and it looks like it's just letting us do this thing, which is kind of nice. There's 2 different ways up. Not too bad. I actually kind of like having that flexibility of going both ways. Let's see where it takes us. I didn't see anything else around. But the biomass, just the fact that these things were feeding off of biomass and causing all these problems. Like, yeah, you probably could have thought of this a little bit better. How did you not expect things that ate or fueled themselves from biomass using biomass to fuel themselves. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're here. There's a supply container. Okay. Are we coming to the same place? Where did I go? Oh yeah, we're here. Same place, so... Alright. So yeah, so we could have gone either way. That's cool. We need to go back up.
All it takes is a few good handholds. Alright, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
Yeah. We want to go up here first, right? This is kind of cool. There's a place to rappel. Nice.
A power cell.
Oh, wow. I forgot about the power cells.
Ancient ruin I found.
Alright. That was perfect that we went up there. Did you see the huge mountain behind when we jumped off? You see that huge mountain? It's like, we're as high as that freaking mountain with these, just with this big building. Okay. So here's the chairs. There's a bunker door.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your daddy confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could
Sounds
have
like
lunch
Aloy.
and, you know, get
I
reacquainted.
know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
And now we know the
Faro
story.
robots threatened all life on Earth. But Somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
That is so... That, I don't know. What makes it so
This doesn't add up.
bad?
Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the older ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
You have no idea what I've been through. How hard it's been. My whole life, I grew up not knowing who I am or where I came from, and then come the Eclipse trying to kill me just because I look like this Elizabeth Sobek woman.
And they killed the man who raised you and you found the mountain as a baby. I already know this through your focus.
The point is, every time I take a step forward, the answers slip farther from my grasp. You just don't understand.
It's not that I don't understand, Aloy. It's that I don't care. If the answers keep slipping away every step you take, then you best start running to catch up. Maybe then you'll realize just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Faro robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question.
Yeah.
Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself. Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Okay. Sorry, I was texting. Because it made me think about something. And I was texting my friend who also really loves this game. And we just watched the trailer for Horizon 2 and I was speculating what happens. But to think, I mean, honestly, they somehow saved the world. It's not out of reach that Dr. Sobek could be alive, right? It really isn't out of reach. And if she is somehow alive, there's some connection with Aloy, obviously, right? So, I don't really care about his intentions. If I were actually asking, and I wouldn't really...
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
Yeah, the
robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Well, true, with the Deathbringer, we didn't encounter one that was full damage, but the other thing is the Horus class are those, like, big arms that came out over, like, where we ran the proving, right?
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How is that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
I don't really care. We'll ask him if you guys
Who are
care.
you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal. I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
That is important. Not working for the Eclipse. But because he doesn't work for the Eclipse, could that possibly be worse? Could his curiosity get the better of him?
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call it.
There we go, the Horus.
I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved.
Skill point, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and repel
Getting
that.
down will be a lot faster than getting up there, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
The Grave Horde, let's look at it real quick. Boom. Which we kind of unlocked the area when we were up here. We did like the tall neck stuff and just kind of in general came up here. This is the Frozen Wilds. So what I'm thinking that we're going to do is we're going to try to maybe uncover a little bit more of the area down here and stuff like that. Maybe get this tall neck. Maybe even do another cauldron, because what we've got... Did we do this cauldron yet? Did we do the cauldrons yet? I don't remember which cauldrons we've done. Oh, here we go. A really easy way to get out. Well, not if she doesn't catch it. There we go.
Going down fast.
Boom. So yeah, I think that we make our way back that way. Go ahead and do the Grave Horde, and then do the Frozen Wilds. Now that we're out of here, pretty much. We do have this corrupted zone that we can go ahead and do. Why does that have a check mark? We didn't clear it. I'll think about some of the stuff that we could do here. We definitely have a couple of those other quests and stuff that we've already started. Might as well go ahead and do some of those quests. I'm gonna go ahead and just... I have unlimited fast travel, so I'm gonna fast travel there, even though it's not gonna take any time at all. But what I'm thinking is that we kind of do some of the side quests, make our way back over there, and then do that. And then once we do that, we can move up into the Frozen Wilds. Because we're level 26, we do have a couple of skill points now. We have 3. Let's see, Strike from Above, not super important. Silent Drop is also not super important. Strong Strike. 2 strike attacks. No, not important. Maybe. Call Fremount. Increase inventory by 20%. Let's work down this way because we want the fast reload. So we gotta go this way to go ahead and get it. We do have traveler boxes, nice. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I'm probably gonna do like the corrupted zone and whatnot. Maybe. I don't know exactly, but I'm not gonna do it in this episode because this episode is super long. I think that that's a good plan for next time. We'll go ahead and clear the corrupted zone. There's not a whole lot of things. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do some of this stuff off camera. It's not super important. I'll do the vantage point though in the next one. This stuff over here, I'm not gonna do any of this until later in the gameplay. I might come down here and then go ahead and hit this tall neck, do some of these other little quests in here, and then make our way this way, unlocking much of this area in here, as well as up into here, before doing this. So, and then we also have that other Banuk camp here, which kind of just makes all three of those things be perfect. So, I'm just rambling at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and get off. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to start the next episode.